Yo, what is up guys? Zach here and welcome back to the channel, and today we're covering Nutrition 101. So in today's video I'm going to cover how to set up your maintenance calories and how to go into a caloric surplus or a deficit depending on your goals, and how to figure out what's the best macro ratio, what are macros. So I get asked all the time, like, what do I eat? How do I know how much to eat? So that's what I'm covering today. So hopefully this video is helpful and you guys enjoy it. But if you would go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, it helps the channel. But yeah, right now I'm about to head to the grocery store. Another thing I get asked all the time, like, what do I eat? So I'm gonna strap a GoPro to me and show you guys exactly what I get from the grocery store and what I usually eat throughout the week. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so me and Haley just pulled up to Walmart and I'm about to strap the GoPro on and show you guys exactly every single thing that I get from the grocery store, because a lot of people ask, what do I eat and like what do I get from the store? So I'm going to show you exactly that, but hopefully we don't get kicked out because we have a big camera strapped to our chest and I can show you guys everything. But if not, we'll try to sneak it in anyway. But I bet you some people are going to be looking at me real funny with this thing on. So let's get wait till I get in there. Go ahead and have it on. Alright, so I was gonna like walk you guys through and like tell you everything that I got, but like the audio on the GoPro didn't sound too good, and honestly I just kind of forgot. But basically when I go shopping, like what I do is I go for like my fruits and veggies first, and then I go and try to get all my protein sources, which is, you know, I get chicken, lean ground turkey, and I really don't eat a whole lot of red meat, but sometimes I do get a lean cut of red meat, but mostly it's just chicken, ground turkey, as well as some type of fish, whether it's shrimp or tuna or something of that nature. But today we did get some steaks. We're going to grill out later because it is a holiday here in the US. But yeah, and also one thing that I noticed, like it took us like 12 or 13 minutes to get all our groceries. So I'm going to start taking you guys with me grocery shopping, because me and Haley was very efficient today. Like this was probably the shortest Walmart trip I've ever been on. Like we just got in and got out. Like I think it was because we had the camera on. I was trying to like show you what I was getting, but it was a very efficient trip, and yeah, it was pretty fun. I had a lot of crazy looks, like people were just looking at me so crazy with this thing on, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys like what I get. And yeah, when I get back to the house, alright, I'm at the house now, but I want to show you like everything and kind of walk you guys through. But if you want to skip ahead, I think if you go to 3 minutes and 40 seconds, which is 20 seconds from now, and that's when I start back talking and get into like showing you what I get. So alright, alright, so that's pretty much everything that I get when I come to the grocery store, and I usually come once a week. But keep in mind I have a lot of stuff at the house already, so I have a lot of frozen vegetables and I have a lot of more fruit and things like that, and all my spices and stuff that I marinate the meat in. I have all that at the house, so you didn't see that. But mainly I just got some extra meat throughout the week, some more fruit, some more vegetables, and also I got some snacks. A lot of people don't think I eat snacks or fast food whatsoever, but that is not the case. I did want to get some Oreos, but I'm in a caloric deficit and there's just too many calories, so I didn't get those. But I did get Oreo thins, so pro tip. But yeah, it was kind of, it's fun filming. A lot of people were looking at me funny with the camera on, but if you have any, like if you're scared to film in public, like don't be, because for the most part they just kind of look at you and then ignore you. They're like, what is this guy doing? So if you do plan on vlogging or anything in public, I encourage it. Like people don't really care, so don't be afraid to do it. We're gonna head to the house and I'll show you like more of what I got, so I'll see you there. Alright guys, so now that we're home, I got all the groceries unloaded. I figured I'd show you just exactly what I got. So starting off with meat. Normally when I get meat, I tend to just get, you know, lean ground turkey and chicken, and then some fish or like some shrimp or something. But today, like with it being a holiday, we got some steak. I really don't eat a whole lot of red meat. If I do, I usually get a lean cut of red meat, but since it is a holiday here in the United States, I just got some ribeye steaks, and we'll probably grill those later. Then that's my main protein source is those types of meats. And then we got some lettuce, so I try to get in plenty of greens throughout the week. So most of my carbs come from fruits and vegetables, and then I got some bananas, then also some strawberries, some blueberries, and then some blackberries. And then one of my favorite snacks, especially if I'm in a caloric deficit or if I'm trying to cut and lose some fat, I get rice cakes. They're really low in calories. They're like 60 calories like per serving, which is really good. And then I got some almond milk. So I don't really drink a whole lot of dairy. We get some. Haley drinks, she uses regular milk for her cereal, but I prefer almond milk. I'm not a big fan of dairy. And then like I said, a lot of people don't think I get snacks, but I do like to snack every now and then. So I got these Oreo thins, and the calories on these aren't that bad. I just make sure I don't go over my total caloric intake if I do eat snacks. And then we also got some Rice Krispies. And me and Haley, my wife Haley, we love cereal. So one thing that we're like cereal connoisseurs. But let me show you, this is the best cereal right here. Like Pop-Tart came out with their own cereal. You gotta get the strawberry flavor. Pop-Tart cereal is where it's at. But yeah, and then this is a pro tip right here, is stir-fry riced cauliflower. So this is very low in calories. So if you are cutting or in a caloric deficit and you don't have a lot of calories to play with, it's a serving size is a cup or 105 grams, and it's just 60 calories. So you can eat this pretty much this whole bag, and that's just 180 calories, and it's a ton of food. So what I like to do is like cook this up, and then I'll throw in some eggs with that. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that we got from the grocery store. A lot of stuff we already had. So another thing that I like to do is buy, you know, these frozen veggies, so I can just kind of, you know, warm them up on the go. And I just get, you know, the broccoli and cauliflower, and then some more cauliflower rice. But this is sweet potato flavor. And most of my carb sources come from things like white rice and sweet potatoes, and then fruits and vegetables obviously, but those are my main carb sources. Alright guys, so now moving forward in the video, I'm going to teach you guys how to figure out your maintenance calories, how to know how much protein, how much carbs and fats you should be taking in. And with this video I'm trying to keep it beginner friendly. So for someone like me who's been working out and training for the past 7 or 8 years, this stuff is, you know, I know this stuff like the back of my hand, but somebody who's just starting out, it may be a little overwhelming. So I really want to try to keep this as simple as possible. And also, if you have any questions, be sure to comment down below. I'll be sure to help you out and answer those. But when you're figuring out your maintenance calories, one thing that you want to do is multiply your body weight and times a range. So the range that I normally give people is 13 to 16 calories per pound of body weight. So we're going to take me for an example. I weigh 163 pounds, and also make sure to weigh yourself in the morning. So obviously you're going to be a little bit lighter. So if you weigh yourself at the end of the day, if you've been eating and, you know, full of food and liquid, you're going to be heavier. So I recommend you weigh yourself in the morning. But so for me, I weigh 163 pounds, and the range that I give you, 13 to 16 calories per pound of body weight, this is based off your activity, so how active you are throughout the day. Now someone like me, I get up at 5 in the morning, I go work out, and then I go straight to work, and I work construction, a very physically demanding job. And I'm getting in a ton of steps, like I'm walking a lot, picking up stuff constantly all day. So I'm very, very active. So what I would do is I'd multiply my body weight by the higher end of that scale. So 163 pounds times 16. So I have my calculator here. If you notice, I'm looking down. But I would do 163 times 16 calories. And I don't know if you can see that. Let it focus. Oh, around 2,600 calories, and that's exactly how many calories I'm eating to maintain this body weight. Now, say for instance, if I wasn't as active, if I had like a sedentary job, say I worked at a desk all day, or I was a student and I really didn't, work, I just kind of went home, went to school, maybe hit the gym two or three times per week, I'm not that active, what I would do is start off with maybe the lower end of the scale and do 163 times 13. So that would be around 2,100 calories. So that's a pretty big difference. So that's generally what I tell people. Now, if you multiply your calories by 13 and you notice you're losing weight, what I want you to do is bump your calories up. Maybe try your body weight times 14 calories or even 15 calories. So the first week, what I want you to do is just figure out your maintenance. Don't worry about cutting, don't worry about bulking, whatever your goals is. Just figure out how many calories it takes for you to maintain the weight you're at now. And this may take, a week, maybe 2 weeks, but I promise you it'll be worth it in the long run. So that is just a basic, very generalized way to get your maintenance calories. That's how I've been taught, and that's what's been working for me for the past 7 to 8 years. So that's just a very, very easy thing. Alright guys, so if you've ever heard anybody talk about macros, I want to explain to you what that is. So a macro is what makes up your calories. So these are your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. So macro just means large, and this is what the majority of your calories come from, is protein, carbs, and fats. So to keep it simple, 1 gram of protein has 4 calories, 1 gram of carb has 4 calories, and fats are a little bit higher, they have 9 calories. So that's just like basically what macronutrients are. Then you have micros, but we're not going to dive into that too deep. Not on this video at least. I'm just trying to keep it very beginner friendly and try not to make this video so freaking long. But so when it comes to tracking your calories, what I want you guys to focus on is, don't worry about the macro ratios. There's 2 important things that I want you to focus on. That is going to be total caloric intake, and then how much protein you're getting in every single day. So obviously the total amount of calories that you get in per day is going to determine whether you lose weight or gain weight. So like for me, I eat 2,600 calories a day, so if I want to maintain my weight, I really don't want to go above that, and I don't want to go below that. So I want to make sure I hit that number first, and then the second most important thing is going to be your protein intake, especially for athletes. So if you're working out, if you're very active, trying to make some gains in the gym, you're going to make sure you're getting in at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So as an example, I'm 163 pounds. I want to make sure I get in at least 1 gram of protein per pound. So that'll be 163 grams of protein every single day. And those are the 2 most important things that I really want you guys to focus on if you are a beginner. So just figure out, what your calories are. I gave you the formula, and then figure out how much protein you need every single day. And then from there, you can just kind of let your carbs and fats fill in. What you're gonna have to do is just play with this. So some people respond to carbs differently. Like, carbs are not bad, but some people tend to put on more weight when they have a higher carb intake. Put on more weight, put on more fat. Some people can get away with a very high carb diet.
so everybody's different. This is something you have to play around with. And when it comes to fats, you make sure you're getting in some healthy fats. Now as far as like the foods, like, so I showed you a lot of the foods that I eat. Here's a good rule of thumb when it comes to foods. Like, throw the word clean out, clean foods or dirty foods, just throw that out. Food is food, but to an extent. So what I want you to focus on is, I call this the 80-20 rule. So 80% of the foods that I'm eating are, you know, my lean meats, my fruits, my veggies, whole food, very, you know, whole foods, rich with vitamins and nutrients. That's going to make up 80% of my calories for the day. And also, if you want to fit in the foods you love, be sure to do that. Like, if you want to have a Rice Krispie treat, if you have the calories for it, if you can fit that in your calories, by all means do it. Just don't let that be a majority of where your calories are coming from. So obviously, if you have, say, a banana versus a Rice Krispie treat, obviously the banana is going to have more nutrients, and it's going to you know, be better for your body. It's going to fuel your body a little bit better than, say, a Rice Krispie treat. But if you're so restrictive on yourself, I see this all the time. People they restrict yourself so much that they always end up binge eating or falling off the diet. So what this is called is flexible dieting. It's a term that's been used for many years, but it's just pretty much, I just try to keep the 80-20 rule. Now, pro tip that I have for you before we go is, grab your phone right now and look up, go to the App Store and look up MyFitnessPal. So what you want to do is download this app. This is a calorie counting app. You can literally count every single thing. You can track it. Like, it's so easy. You can look it up. Like foods, say you go out to eat at Olive Garden, you can look up Olive Garden breadsticks, and like, it's there. You can just put it in, like put it in your diary. It'll tell you how many calories that's in a serving. It'll tell you how many, how much protein, how much carbs and fats are in it per serving. It's super simple. And then also, you can like scan the barcode. So most of your food packages, they have barcodes. MyFitnessPal allows you to scan that and put it in to your diary for the day. So it's super simple. And also, a lot of people, when I tell them to do this, they do not want to buy a food scale. But get a food scale, and honestly, just get a food scale and weigh out every single thing. Look up how much a serving size is, weigh it out. You'd be surprised at how much more you're actually eating. So if you can't gain, or if you can't lose weight, I know a lot of people, they cannot lose weight. They say, well, I'm eating rice, I'm eating my fruits, my veggies, but they're eating a ton of it, and they don't even realize that, yeah, they may eat clean foods, but you're also taking in way too much of it. So weigh it out so you know exactly how much is in your serving, exactly how much you're putting in your body, and then you'll be able to manipulate your physique. If you want to gain weight, you can add calories, and if you want to cut, you can just drop your calories. So I want to get into that into another video. I actually have a how to do a lean bulk video, so if you want to check that out, it's one of my older videos. But soon I'll probably do a how to do a caloric deficit, or how to cut efficiently without losing muscle, and you know, a safe way to do it. But that's all I have for tracking your calories. Our nutrition 101 are just basic, you know, how to get your maintenance calories, you know, the foods I eat and what I recommend. So that's pretty much what I have for you today. But if you enjoyed the video, if you found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, make sure to comment down below, and be sure to ask me. I'll definitely help you out as much as I can. That's what this channel is here for. And also, if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. I post, you know, workout routines and stuff like that all the time. So if I don't post on YouTube, I'm normally posting on Instagram. So check me out there. I'll put my page, the link to it, in the bio, and I'll also put my tag right here so you can just follow it. But yeah, there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you next time.